Hello, in this video we're going to look at cropping images. Okay, watch this. If I go into here, you can see we have chopped out parts of the image so we can only see one part of the trees. Cropping is pretty easy. There are some cool smart cropping features and some automatic leveling. Let's dig in. All right, cropping. You might have stumbled across it already. If you have an image selected and you use the dots in the corners, you resize stuff. If you use these lines, okay, on the straight part, okay, any of them, it will crop it. There you go. Now for a bit more detail, if I double click on it or use this option here, it doesn't matter, the crop button, okay, gets you into this mode, which kind of looks a little confusing. It's not. I'm gonna hit cancel or you double click on it, you end up in the same spot. It doesn't matter which way you go. What you'll now see is the image inside the frame. So if I click on the background, okay, I can adjust the frame. Okay, if I want to adjust the image inside of the frame, I want to kind of move it so that maybe the tint is lower. Okay, I'm going to drag this down. If I double click on it, now I can drag the image inside of this box. Okay, so I can do all sorts of stuff. So with it selected, I can rotate this image. It will try and make sure that the image covers the whole frame, that square there, that window. Okay, so it will get larger if you do rotate it. Okay, you can rotate it over here. You can rotate it using this option. You can scale it by the corners in here. You can only scale it so that it does not get cut off by the frame. There are some automatic options. If I hit auto in this document, it's going to look at it and see whether it can find the horizontal plane. Okay, the horizon line, that's what I wanted. Okay, so yours, it might work. Give it an auto a go to see if it lines it up and crops it and rotates it. Try this smart crop. Smart crop will try and frame your image, okay, and try and fit it all in. Let's go for something bigger and go to smart crop. Okay, it's going to crop it down to like, oh, that's what it thinks all the useful information in this image is. Yours will change depending on your image. The one thing you might see that I don't see at the moment is if you end up messing with your image for long enough, there's something called aspect ratio goes away. So I'm going to click OK. So I've got my crop. I'm going to bring in another image. I'm going to show you a cool trick is, let's say we like this one, the client likes it. Oh, I flipped that one. Is you can't, oh, it's because I flipped it. That's probably why. I bet you if I bring back that image now and double click on it, always wondered why it went away. Now we both know. Okay, so this didn't appear before. Okay, so aspect ratio, doesn't matter if you like freeform is, we can just scale it how we want. Square is an easy aspect ratio. It's 1 along the top by 1 down the side. For video, let's say going out to YouTube, they use 16 by 9. Okay, so that's that aspect ratio so that you know that this is the kind of frame for something that will, be cropped perfectly for YouTube. A thumbnail for YouTube or an image still that's going into your YouTube video. The opposite, so 16 by 9, 9 by 16 is just a vertical one. So this is normally your phone size. So good for an Instagram story, okay, or an Instagram or a TikTok video, kind of that portrait version. Typically a frame, okay, like a photo frame on your, I don't know, above your fire. That's where I've got my photos, is 4 by 3. Won't get too far into it, but that's another thing that you will see that goes away, turns out, when you flip it. I'm gonna click done. One of the things I'll show in here is, because it's not quite cropping, but let's get rid of that one, is if I have it selected, you've got rounded corners. Okay, it's not very exciting, but it's kind of like cropping. That's the reason I'm throwing it into this video. Okay, I'm gonna have none there, but just know that it's there if you need it. Now this cropping works the same if you set it as the background. So I'm gonna right click it and say, you are set as background. And you'll notice it's crop things. And you're like, oh, how do I get the stuff back? Just double click it like we did before, or use the crop tool and you can say, all right, I wanna set the rotation back to 0. Okay, and I wanna just move it so that it's a better crop for my background, because it just takes a guess, or it just sticks it right in the middle. Okay, so you can do adjustments that way. The last thing with cropping is often to kind of keep some symmetry. We want an image. I'm going to right click and detach it from the background. I'm going to get my frame up in this corner here. I'm going to resize it, okay, to kind of be full width. And what I want to do is drag it, and you'll see that it will snap to the middle, which is handy. So you're unsure what the middle measurement is, just keep dragging it close to it and it will kind of like, can you see it's locking it in there? Okay, you can do the same with the height and the width. Okay, you'll see it'll kind of like lock it in there. I'm not sure where these extra lines are coming from. There are new things since the new change in the layout, but there you go. You can drag these things and get close to where you need it to be and it should snap. Now what I want to do for my one is I want to get it actually 3/4 of the way down, and you will notice that snaps as well. Watch, whoop. See, kind of just goes whoop and kind of gets to there. So it's pretty easy to get pretty aligned inside of Canva. But Dan, how do you crop it inside of a circle? Ooh, that is very interesting. And we'll do it in the next video because it's a different feature. But for now, that's it for cropping, and I'll see you in the next video.